Oh, hi, I'm Tim. I present more than China through hotels. Alright, this is another episode of China Checked In, where we explore what it's really like to travel in China today, one hotel at a time. Now we're at Hangzhou, a city where ancient temples, Longjing Tea, and one of China's biggest tech hubs all exist side by side. And today we're checking into Hangzhou Marriott Hotel Qianjiang. Let's go check it out. Alright, let's take a look around the lobby. I've already checked in, but I still want to show you this space because I think the lobby says a lot about a hotel's personality. Right in front of me are the reception desks and the concierge. Over to my right, these escalators lead down to the ballroom and banquet level, where weddings, conferences, and other large events are held. And over on the left, you'll find the lobby lounge and the all-day dining restaurant, where breakfast is served every morning. You can usually expect a mix of Western favorites, Chinese dishes, and a few local specialties, so guests from different parts of the world can all find something they're comfortable with. Now here's something I've always found interesting. Take a look at the lobby lounge or the lobby bar, right? It's pretty quiet, and that's actually quite typical in China. In many Western countries, hotel lobby bars are much more social. Even business travelers will often come down after work to grab a drink and catch up with colleagues. But in China, that doesn't really happen very often. So here, the lobby lounge is usually more of a place to take a short break, wait for your DD, or meet someone before heading out. Alright, now let's head upstairs and check out the room. Alright, getting into the room. I'm not gonna pretend this is my first time seeing the room. I've actually checked in and moved a few things around. But still, let's do a proper room tour anyway. So right over here on my left is a luggage area. I've always been appreciating having a proper luggage bench like this. Some hotels only give you a folding luggage rack, but either way, anything that saves you from bending over back and forth every time you open your suitcase is a win. Next to it is a open wardrobe. Please ignore my t-shirt, I literally just washed it, so it's still dripping water onto the slippers. Usually they're not supposed to be wet. And one thing I absolutely love about hotels in China is the slippers. Almost every hotel provides complimentary slippers, but they're usually surprisingly good quality. Even if you don't see them in the room, just give housekeeping a call. They'll almost always bring you a pair right away. This drawer, there are laundry bags. Who doesn't love free laundry bags, right? I almost never send clothes out for hotel laundry anymore. Nowadays, I mostly use this to separate my dirty socks and underwear from the clean clothes in my suitcase. A lot of upscale hotels in China also provide a paper shopping bag like this. It's surprisingly useful if you end up buying things or just need some extra space when you're packing. There's also an umbrella here, and also an ironing board and an iron. Some newer hotels have started replacing irons with garment streamers instead. Okay, moving over here into the bathroom. The whole space is separated with the sliding doors. When you open everything up, it makes the room feel much larger. Actually, it seems this door is stuck. We'll pretend that's supposed to happen. This room has a pretty large bathtub. Honestly, I don't think most people use hotel bathtubs very often anymore, but somehow having one still makes the room feel a little bit more luxurious. If you actually want to take a bath, you can usually call housekeeping and ask for a disposable bathtub liner. A lot of hotels in China provide one, which definitely makes people feel a little bit more comfortable using them. And on my left, pretty much standard vanity here. I've already put my stuff everywhere, so we'll just keep moving. One little thing I've always noticed, when you first check into the hotel, the sink stopper is usually closed. My guess is that it's to stop guests from accidentally dropping rings or jewelry straight down the drain the first time they wash their hands. And the hair dryer from a Chinese brand that's become really popular recently, if you can tell. A lot of people compare it to Dyson, and honestly, it works really well. Into the toilet and shower area, just the standard toilet, nothing much to see. Walking into the shower. Here's something you might not have noticed before. When you first check into a hotel, the shower head is almost always pointed toward the wall. That way, if you accidentally turn it on before getting in, you don't end up spraying water all over the bathroom, all over your body. The amenities are almost always arranged in the same order. Shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, exactly the same order most people would use them. Right outside the bath, or the shower area, is the bathrobe. I've already worn this one, so it's looking a little wrinkled, but it's thick, soft, and honestly really comfortable. Now let's move into the bedroom area. I would estimate this room is somewhere around 35-40 square meters, could be a little bit larger. The bedding is really comfortable. I don't know the thread count, but it definitely feels soft and nice against skin. For pillows, it's pretty much the standard nowadays. A lot of hotels also offer a pillow menu now, so if you prefer memory foam, buckwheat pillows, or something firmer or softer, you can usually request one. Bedside controls. One thing I wish this room would have is a master light switch. Instead, you have to turn off every light individually. Well, it has a master switch, but it doesn't have the all-off function. So it's still a pain in the ass if you need to go to bed and turn off every light individually. Across from the bed is the TV set and a round table. It's pretty much an all-purpose table. Working, eating, or having a quick meeting. One side there's an ergonomic chair. The other side has a lounge chair. There are plenty of power outlets around here, but I would wish they have also included a USB Type-C power outlet. Over here is a a la carte in-room breakfast menu. Let's open it up. So there's this Marriott breakfast costing $168, continental breakfast $136. I would probably go downstairs to eat my breakfast. Here's the coffee station. Coffee machine is Ely Coffee from Italy, a pretty well-known brand, pretty decent. Kettle also feels surprisingly premium. And now again for my international viewers, if you find an electric kettle in basically every hotel room in China, don't be surprised. That's because Chinese people drink a lot of hot water or warm water. When I travel, I sometimes bring this portable hot water dispenser from Xiaomi. Again, a pretty good domestic brand, you should try it out. You simply attach a bottle of water and it pumps the water and hits them almost instantly. It's actually a really clever travel gadget. I also want to give housekeeping some credit for giving me 6 bottles of water. But if you need more, just ask. Most hotels are happy to provide extra. Here inside the drawer, there are coffee, tea bags, sugar, stirrers. Pretty well organized. If you're a little OCD, this is incredibly satisfying. Up here are the cups, 2 coffee cups, 2 water glasses, and 2 wine glasses. And if I open this drawer, and here the minibar area, the little refrigerator, they're pretty fully packed. Nowadays, a lot of hotel minibars are actually empty. Honestly, many people buy them from somewhere else. Food delivery in China is so convenient that people usually just order whatever they want instead, right? So hotels are really struggling to see how they can reactivate this area. And finally, the best part of this room is really the view, but it's getting a little bit late. I will show you this tomorrow morning. The room is directly facing the Qianjiang River. I mean, look at the Hangzhou city skyline. Isn't it just stunning? Out of all the buildings, I think I can only recognize 2. The white one is the Olympic Sports Center, also known as the Big Lotus. Right next to it is Hangzhou Century Center, aka Hangzhou Arc, but it's actually more like a reversed arc. And let me also show you the night view here. Alright, getting downstairs in the elevator. One thing I like about the elevator here is the buttons, right? If I press this and I don't want to go to this floor, I cancel it by just, double clicking it. No bullshit. This place is actually pretty lively. Before coming up here, I thought there would be all this Guangchangwu people here, but actually it's just like live band and all the young people sitting together in couples. We're just walking around the neighborhood. It's like this whole new Qianjiang new city area. It's like super sci-fi and not too many people on the street. Pretty cool area. Definitely the area that you would not expect Hangzhou would have. Alright, just got back from a little walk and noticed some difference to the room. One thing I really like about staying on the executive floor is the turn-down service, even though some people find it useless. So while I was out, housekeeping quietly came in and got the room ready for the night. They dimmed the light, they folded back the duvet, they moved my water to the bedside, and normally they'd also place a mat on the floor and set your slippers beside the bed. Some hotels will also place the breakfast menu onto the bed so that you can fill it out before you go to sleep if you'd rather have the breakfast delivered to your room instead of heading downstairs tomorrow morning. One more thing, this mosquito repellent diffuser isn't actually part of the room. I asked the hotel for it yesterday because there were a few mosquitoes in here. If you need a little extras like this, they're just one call away. Alright, I think I'm all set for tonight. Time to get some sleep and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm heading out to get my food delivery. And just so you guys know, it's totally common to get food delivery in China when you're staying at hotels. And the riders will normally put your food delivery in lockers like this. And many more hotels are designating places in the lobby where they can put food delivery there. And quite a few number of them are now using delivery robots to deliver whatever you order to your room door. While taking my food takeout to the room myself, it just came to me that actually before delivery robots, many hotels refused to bring food takeout to the guest rooms. I think one of the reasons is because they worry that the guests can complain about the food quality if there's anything wrong with it. That's because someone from the hotel may have touched it during the process. But now that we have delivery robots, it entirely gets rid of this possibility of such accusations because nobody will touch it during the process, as the hotels require the riders to put the food into the robot themselves. And plus, there's this benefit of largely reduced manpower. Alright, let's go check out the gym. It's on the 5th floor. Okay, my first impression of this place is pretty spacious. I think it's at least around 150 square meters or more. And the natural light here is fantastic. The floor-to-ceiling window overlooks nothing but the greenery. Just makes it a pretty relaxing place to work out. But one thing a lot of people don't know is that international hotel brands really have pretty detailed brand standards for their fitness centers. That includes things like, the minimum size, the types of equipment, and even the overall guest experience. So while every hotel is a little bit different, there's really a certain level of consistency that you can expect. This one is definitely well equipped, I would say. Let's count, right? There are 4 treadmills, 2 ellipticals, 2 upright bikes, 2 recumbent bikes. Got a Smith machine, cable station, several resistance machines covering major body muscles, with a fully equipped dumbbell rack. This place is pretty well equipped. Let's check the swimming pool a little bit. I'm not sure if I can film in there, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty standard swimming pool here. I just got water all over my body. But we're gonna take a pic. It's a pretty standard swimming pool. So yeah, we're good. Alright, that's it for this episode. Again, for this stay, I booked the Riverview King room for just a bit over 1100 RMB. So if you're visiting this hotel, would I recommend you to skip it, consider it, or check in? I would definitely say check in. For the consistency you'd expect from an international hotel brand, a great location, and solid facilities, this hotel will be a very safe and comfortable choice if you're visiting this part of Hangzhou. Alright, let me know which part of the hotel experience you want me to review more next time, and I'll see you in the next episode of China Checked In.